Welcome back, y'all, to another reaction video. So let's watch this video, how to not take a joke and ruin your reputation overnight. The Beabadoobee Crash. I have no idea who that is, but we're gonna watch this video and see what happens. So let's watch.
I cannot believe that I'm making a video about this. This is probably the dumbest topic I've ever spoken about on this channel. This all started with such a dumb, brain-rotted meme and has now reached tens of millions of people that we have to talk about it. My favorite part is how this incident made Moist Critical have a midlife crisis. The guy genuinely feels old because he didn't know this was happening, and when he found out about it,
I didn't know either.
He was so confused, like, how is this a thing? This whole thing is just that stupid. But what happened exactly? Well, the person at the center of it all is none other than oh my god. All right, listen, at this point most people call her Yabbadabbadoo, so we're just gonna do this. The person at the center of this incident is Yabbadabbadoo, okay, and she's a fairly huge artist. She gets over 25 million monthly listeners every month on Spotify and has a song with almost 2 billion streams.
Why
okay, it's not an easy thing to do. It easily puts you in the top 1% of the top 1% in terms of music. So how did we get here? Well, you're in luck because I know everything about this. Okay, I actually use TikTok. This is a real image of me scrolling through TikTok, all right? There's really not much up there. When the whole I bought a property in Egypt, and what they do for you is that they give you the property meme was like blowing up. I thought this was the funniest thing I had seen in a very long time, all right? Like, and it was the same exact thing with this stupid meme involving Yabbadabbadoo. Here's the context, okay? This right here is NBA Youngboy. He's a rapper who's been in many controversies. In fact, he's literally sitting in jail right now. One of those controversies is how his songs sound nothing like how he sings. To show you this, here's a wonderful clip of him singing raw, with no autotune or post-processing. Listen to this angel. It's like he's trying to sound bad on purpose. And obviously in the song, he sounds nothing like this. Completely different person. Now look, just like with everything, right? You see this a lot with football, for example. People love to talk about their opinions regarding who's good and who's bad. I guess it's the normie way of making tier lists. In regards to rappers, there's always been these lists of bad versus good versus GOAT rappers. And you see it pop up multiple times from different channels, each getting millions of views. All these factors resulted in this meme being born. Watch and I'll explain, but I think it's self-explanatory.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
Can't remember how to say your name.
I can't believe I still find this funny, but I mean, it's so stupid. So the idea here is that, yes, they're making fun of this whole tier list thing, right? But this whole thing is meant to be an oxymoron, like the opposite of what they're trying to say. Yabbadabbadoo over here has genuine musical talent. Singing raw is enough for you to think, wow, she's good. She doesn't need post-processing or auto-tune or whatever. She can sing straight into a mic with a guitar and sound amazing. While NBA Youngboy sounds so damn bad without any modifications to his voice that you can't even consider this guy a musician. In conclusion, this meme compliments the hell out of Yabbadabbadoo and takes the complete piss out of NBA Youngboy. That's the whole point. I was sending this to my friends thinking it's the funniest thing ever. Some of them laughed, some of them didn't understand why I found it funny. Anyway, just like any meme on TikTok, it evolved very rapidly, and within a few days, people wouldn't even give Yabbadabbadoo any screen time anymore, right? Like making the meme even funnier. Watch.
Who can't sing versus artists who can sing.
It's not
so
that
stupid,
funny.
bro. They didn't even let the woman speak, right? But that's the whole point. Just her being like, is better than any of NBA Youngboy's raw singing. And of course, the effects on him are even more dramatic now, with people in the comments saying, oh yeah, don't worry, this is actually what happens. Like when he sings, this actually happens. He has rays shoot out his eyes and he has aura around him, okay? Like don't think this is fake or anything. The meme's final stage was it becoming pure and utter brain rot. That's usually the life cycle of a TikTok meme. Starts off funny, evolves into brain rot, and then ends with the biggest form of brain rot you can imagine. This right here is a great example, with them giving Yabbadabbadoo literally one frame.
Artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing.
You can't even tell what's happening. You can't even tell what's going on. Some of the comments would say, don't worry guys, he's in there somewhere. Like he's don't worry, like I'm sure he's here. Like this has to be him. No one else has this happen when they sing. Unfortunately though, the meme getting to this point meant that it was gonna die pretty soon. I was starting to see it way less on my TikTok, and it was clear it was about to die and we were gonna move on to something else. Until Beabadoobee decided to make an Instagram story post. You have to understand, at this point, this meme was huge
That's
on
when you
TikTok.
messed up.
And also,
That's when you messed up. You can't talk about it because you're just gonna bring life back into it, and it's just gonna keep going. Especially if it was like on the verge of like dying out. Now you want to say something, you're just giving it new life.
on
You shouldn't do
Instagram.
that.
But this was the first time she had ever brought it up. So obviously many people went to see what she had to say. They were hoping that she was going to be in on the joke. But instead they got the complete opposite.
Especially if you talking about you mad, oh, they're gonna do it even more now. Now they're gonna like, cause they like people love to see like people love to piss other people off. There's trolling. First it started out as trolling. Now people are purposefully rage baiting because they want reactions out of people. They enjoy ruining people's days. So like now you just falling for it. You feed the
I've seen
trolls.
so many comments about this, but I've never seen the actual videos. But the fucking men commenting, artists who can sing vs who can't. Like, just tell me you don't get no girls. Just tell me, like, your mother didn't love you. Just like, you might as well just say
Bro,
it.
it's just a
It's
joke.
obvious. It's plain. I've stalked your fucking profiles and you're Does it hurt me? Not really, if I'm being completely honest. I know
Clearly.
men are mad at me because I probably get more girls than them, and I'm not even gay. I'm not even gay. I don't even know what I
my
am.
God,
Maybe I'm
bro. It's
bi,
not
who
even
knows?
about that.
But in all seriousness, who gives a fuck?
You
Okay,
do.
artists you can sing, vs you can't. I still got more money than you.
Oh my God,
And you're still
bro.
a man.
Ain't no way.
Also, the block button exists. Like, I will literally just...
All right, you get the point, bro. You know, I mean, wow, you know, what a crash out. I didn't even watch the video, but I get more girls than you. I have more money than you, and you're a man. Like, that's a bad thing. She's always had this image of being innocent, humble, pure, and with this one video, she just ended all of it. People online don't know her personally. She might be the nicest, kindest person on the entire planet. But for people who had just discovered her from this meme, they got the idea that she's selfish, self-centered, and sexist. Shortly after, she deleted the story, but as you can see, one of her fans on TikTok reposted it. And she had unintentionally not just revived the meme, but rebuilt it stronger than it used to be.
That's what I'm saying.
And instead of dying out,
Exactly.
it just continued evolving. But now they were going to call her out. Like this one right here. Watch.
Cipher writers capable of encompassing the beauty of music in their vocalization against minstrels who cannot endure a jest and raise their voices in a song.
Men of impassioned artistry, those endowed with the gift of song versus those...
NBA Youngboy with that auto-tune. Look, realistically, this was the situation. Millions of people were made aware of who Beabadoobee is. At the same time, they were also made aware that she's a great musician with pure, raw talent. I personally had no idea who she was or that she even existed. It made me check her out, listen to her music, and all she had to do was signal that these millions of people discovering her for the first time were welcome. Like, look, this right here is a clip of Pitbull thanking his fans for showing up with bald caps to his concert, saying that he really appreciates it, okay? Now, yeah, you can get butthurt, like, oh my God, they're making fun of the fact that I'm bald, or understand, no, this is just them appreciating you. They're doing this because it's you.
Now, I want to say a special thank you to everybody that came out with ball caps here tonight. I appreciate y'all.
That's all she had to do, acknowledge it positively, by making a joke about it, by making a video referencing it, whatever. And then she would have been able to turn all these potential new fans to actual fans. But she didn't. Unfortunately, she doubled down with an even worse video on her TikTok story. In this almost 5-minute rant, she finally talks more in detail about what's bothering her, but unfortunately, it's overshadowed by some really immature comments. What she didn't like about all this attention were some really weird and rude comments she was getting on her videos. Look, I've seen the comments on these meme videos, okay? A lot of them are saying, wow, she really does sing very well. And sometimes, yeah, you might see a comment here or there saying, oh my God, she's so hot. Does anyone have any sexy pics of her? Whatever. She unfortunately only focused on the negative here, and she focused that negativity purely on men's existence.
The one thing that is deep is the comments that resurface and the comments that I started getting recently since I've been going more viral on this app from this same incel culture that this meme comes from, okay? And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm grouping like individuals, but yes, it's mostly men. Like,
are we talking about the same meme? Like, are we really, like, let's just take a step back here. We are talking about the meme where NBA youngboy is shooting lasers from his eyes while singing opera while explosions and fire surrounds him. We are talking about that, right? Incel culture? Men? Really? Her own fans were also so confused. This TikTok has millions of views. It says, how it feels seeing my queen Beabadoobee crash out over one of the most obvious jokes of the century, right? She got rage baited is what happened. And it's so frustrating to see. Look, you could genuinely spend $10 million hiring an advertising agency to, I don't know, spread more awareness about you and your music. They wouldn't even be able to do 10% of what that meme did. And all you had to do was just acknowledge it, not even embrace it, acknowledge it. It was literally on its last legs. It was about to die any second, and you revived it with your reaction. And from that moment on, she became fair game. The memes came back with a vengeance, but this time they were malicious on purpose.
Hey Goop, what's up? Cool binder. Hey Goop, wanna come over to my house today?
They all hated me.
Okay, this one's kind of funny. All right. Okay, this one was funny, but the next ones are actually malicious.
Artists who can sing versus artists who are f***ing stupid and can't sing better than a fucking hamster.
it's fucking men commenting, artists who can sing, yes, you can't. Like, just tell me the girls. Just tell me, like, come on, just.
Yeah, this was it. You know, she was fair game. TikTok was out for vengeance. That's how it is.
Artists who can sing versus artists who are fucking horrible at singing.
Oh my God.
Night balls, I'm gay, I like boys, I kidnap autistic kids, little Mosies.
I will say this though, I think it's important to point out, yes, a lot of memes did go too far. What I just showed you could still be equated as some form of banter, but this next one isn't.
Rapers who can sing versus rapers who are so f***ing shit at singing and should f***ing give up on their music careers because of how f***ing shit their f***ing music is, and they should just end it all at this f***ing point.
Oh, it's
Additionally,
not that serious.
they're a sexist f***ing whore who can't take a f***ing joke and is a dirty, disgusting f***ing bitch.
God
They're
damn, you get the point, all right? You get the, this is like, the majority of this TikTok is just him
Now, those are the
insulting her.
ones that hate you, sweetie. Them motherfuckers, that right there. And the other ones that's doing like even more crazy memes or whatever, those are the ones that hate you. Yeah, she messed up. She could have rode that wave of that meme or whatever and flipped it and got more attention, more fans, new fans off of it. I do like watching this video. It do seem like she overreacted a little bit and got a little bit too defensive. Now I understand that's your art. Your art is your baby. So like you're going to be like sensitive and defensive about your art. But it's the internet. You got to learn how to play the internet and use it. And I don't know.
It has millions
right
of
here is
views,
too much.
250,000 likes, and it's still on the platform. I would say that's too far because it's literally calling for her to off herself. So as you can see, it did go out of control, and there were millions of people participating in this. At the same time, her fans were also having a crisis. How it feels to be a male Beabadoobee fan right now who actually enjoys her music. She had called out an entire gender for all the problems in her life involving this meme. And now instead of gaining millions of new followers, she risked losing them. Her fans were also being targeted. Like there's this one fan called Eggy99 who is like the biggest Beabadoobee simp, and yeah, people just make fun of them in the comments whenever they post something about her. Look at this. You're gonna be a madman after this ratio. Out-ratioed. Like they just this has to be a troll account. Like this has to be. This is just so embarrassing, dude. And it doesn't show any sign of stopping anytime soon. But at the same time, she isn't showing any sign of stopping either. In her official Spotify playlist, she changed the description to "Some men really can't take a joke." She also posted this to her Instagram story, right? This was very recent with her song Real Man. Even her fans are saying, hey, listen, I love you, but you're just adding fuel to the fire. This started with a dumb, really stupid, brain-rotted TikTok meme, and it could have stayed that way. It could have been dead by now.
It really is
Beabadoobee
stupid.
could have literally had millions of new followers, listeners, fans. But instead, she now has millions
really
of
is
haters.
stupid.
There are some
Like,
very
that-
unhinged individuals calling for her to off herself
That
in
meme was not
TikToks,
that
which
serious.
haven't been removed yet. And this controversy doesn't
To
seem to
react
be
like
dying
that.
anytime soon because she keeps putting fuel on it as well. I don't want to assume anything about her, right? She does have her perspective, her point of view, but I think anyone can agree, right? Anyone, that she could have at least handled it better. She could have maybe scripted it or thought about it a bit more, not just rant about it and blame an entire gender for her problems. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to TikTok and hopefully find a new brain-rotted meme to send to my friends so that they can block me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. Thanks so much for watching until the end.
Yeah,
And then I love you. Mwah.
That was an overreaction. She overreacted. She should have played it more smart and kind of like use it as promo. Or just not say anything because it was about to die out anyways. But the meme wasn't even that serious. It was obvious. It was an obvious meme. I wouldn't even get mad over that. Like that didn't even seem like good rage bait. I don't know. But the reaction was just overkill. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this reaction, you guys. Make sure to leave some likes and comments down below and let me know what you guys think. And I will see y'all in the next one. Toodles.